Okay, first I'm briefly going to walk you through how to download the data from QuestionPro. So this is the main page. We go to login. I'll send you this information in a separate email. So first we're going to pick the survey that we're going to download the data from. So this is part 1 and 2 of our current avatar experiment surveys. So we're going to go to reports and then downloadable Excel report. Now I've already downloaded the reports, but this is very simple. What we're going to do, what you would do is download the same report twice. The first time you would just hit download here, leaving this exactly as it is, and so it'll produce a file. So let me just kind of briefly show you how that works. You hit download and you give it about 30 seconds for it to process. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit this refresh button, and when we do that, the file will appear right here and we can save it onto our computer and work with it. So let's see if it's ready. Okay. So just to show you what it looks like, I'm going to open it. The raw data tab, that's the data we're going to work with. And up here, up on top, if you look right here, you'll see that this is the text of the actual question. And it actually includes some of the HTML code, which we're going to have to get rid of when we do the coding sheet. I'll show you how. Okay, so that's that data set. Now going back to the survey website, I downloaded the Excel report with the question text as the variables, and then the second time you're going to download the same data set, but this time you're going to click right here so that it displays the question codes instead of the text. So we're going to hit download, and same thing, we'll just give it a few seconds to refresh. Give it about 30 seconds. I've actually already downloaded one of these up here, so let me show you what that looks like. Okay, I'm going to leave this this file open, and then I'm going to open the other Excel report that I downloaded, which has just the variable names. See right here. So this one just has the variable names. Now, very important, there's some information that QuestionPro includes in here that's extraneous that we don't need. So first of all, we get rid of this top row. We get rid of this empty row right here, and then we delete all the columns that come before our question. So this would be the first column of actual data that we've, for variables that we've created. Now we're going to have that to do that for the other data set as well. So this is the one with the questions as the variables. So again, we get rid of this first row. We get rid of this this empty row right here, and then we get rid of all of these columns right before our first variable. Okay. Now both data sets are identical except for that one has the variable names and the other one has the questions themselves as the variable row. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a tab we're going to work with this data set right here. So we're going to create a tab here, insert worksheet, and we're going to call this the coding sheet. Okay. And we're going to take this first row right here, we're going to copy it. So I'm going to go to copy, and then we're going to right click. So we get this little menu, we hit paste special, we click on transpose, and so now we have it as a column instead of a row. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to the other data set, which has the questions at the top. We're going to copy, and then in the first spreadsheet right here, we're going to right click on this cell right next to this row, and we're going to hit transpose. And so now we have all the variable names and the actual text of the question that goes along with it. And so we need to clean this up a little bit because, as you can see, this has numbers in front of it and so forth. So to prepare this for SPSS, we need to, for example, get rid of the numbers that the web survey program puts in front. And we're going to need to add a unique identifier at the end of some of these because SPSS doesn't allow duplicate variables. So the fastest way to get rid of a bunch of things that you don't need is to hit Control F, so the find, and we're going to do find and replace. So, for example, that one dash, we just leave replace with blank, and so we hit replace, and as you can see, it replaced it with a blank. Then we'll do the same for the two. We'll hit replace all, and as you can see, they're all gone. And we continue to do that for the other numbers to get rid of that. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's how that works. I won't do them all here because that's kind of boring right there. But we do want to add a number to the end of these again to make each unique. And so what we do then is just drag this down, and that adds the next number to the end of each one. So we do the same thing here, _1, and then we just drag down the cell and it adds. And so the reason why we have 4, for this, and these are actually all one measure, so we actually want this to continue with this number right here. So the reason that these all have the same variable name is because this is one measure of the connection between the brand and the consumer self-concept. So we're eventually going to create a single variable using these separate items. So that is basically the process of downloading the Excel spreadsheet. The other thing that we want to clean up is this right here, because as you can see, we have a lot of the HTML code in here, the font size and things like that, which we don't want to have that there because we're going to need to refer to this coding sheet later on when we're making comparisons and so forth, just to kind of refresh our memory of what the variables stand for. So again, I use the same method, the find and replace, to get rid of a large number of these codes. So for example, this right here, font size 4 and strong, I just highlight it and copy it, paste it here, leave this blank, and then I hit replace all, and it made 23 replacements. And so then we just do the same thing again. Now it's for this code right here, font size 3 and strong, paste it here, and then replace all. As you can see, it made the replacements. Here it's just font size 3, so get rid of that. Replace all, and there. And so we continue to do that for all of these extra code that we don't need in here.